Hey, Carnage the Clown coming to you live from Twisted Humor Custom Shop. Little updates on here and there. I know you guys are getting tired of the GMC, so am I. So I finished it. It's done. Done. The only thing I gotta do is try to clean off the back window. I think it's dust from the gloves I was using. I don't know. I'm hoping it's not glue, because that would suck. But yeah, she's good. She's done. Everything is glued on. She came out really good. You can't really tell right here in this lighting that she turns color. I mean, you can see right there it's green, but you guys know it does. I mean, eventually once I start showing it off, it will show. But it's done, man. It's all glued together. I got the shocks on. I was going to put some brake lines on it, but I'm not going to get into too detail with this. Just the motor wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. I didn't want to take time to really deal with it. The hood came out not as good as I wanted it to, but I mean, I'm gonna throw a little polish on it and go from there. But she's done. I like it. I'm enjoying it. I am gonna put some NOS bottles in the back right here. I don't know, maybe not, I'm not sure, but it is a shop truck, so like I said, all the shop vehicles are going to start being this color. That's my shop color, I guess you want to call it. But she's done, so she's on the display case. Actually going to go over here to the shop and get her ready. If you look, same truck. No, this is the Chevy, I'm sorry. This is the Chevy pickup, but I mean similar, basically. But you can see how low this one sits and how high that one sits. But yeah, it's the shop truck now. So she'll be doing runs. But little quick, I took one of these because I'm gonna get these are 10-inch. I'm going to get a 10-inch mirror and glue it, double sticky tape it onto this. So this will be the show. So once I'm done, you could show the cars and all that good shit. I don't need a fancy motor to rotate it. You can just see my grimy hand in there. I don't give a shit. I'm not getting that. But I made one for painting too. And all I did was use some double sticky tape. So if I have to take it off and lay it sideways for long pieces, I can do that. I could still rotate it to paint it. So that's that. Another thing, a good friend of mine, another good friend of mine, but didn't get me. He had a '48 Lincoln Continental, the one that I was looking for. The one on eBay. The guy backed out. He took our payment, but he backed out. So we canceled the payment, and I was bummed out because I couldn't find it. But he's got it, and he was basically going to give it to me for $5, but I sent him $20. I just didn't feel right, So, and then my other homie, I sent him the money that I owed him, or getting the 63 Cadillac for. I sent that to him. And then another homie of mine has been waiting patiently for the stuff for me to send to him, and I lost his number when I moved, so I'm sending his stuff out Friday with the extra little items in there for him, for waiting for so long, because he's been real cool about it, and I really appreciate that. I'm not dropping any names because I don't know if they want me to. They can comment on my stuff, and if they want to put it out there. But the dude with the Lincoln, I really appreciate it, man. It really means a lot to me. It came through when I really needed it. Just like my other friend, you guys have been there for me. You guys are true friends. Even though I've never met you, I consider you guys, real close friends to me. It doesn't matter if I haven't met you. I don't give a shit who says what. Kiss my ass. You could be a good friend to someone and never meet them, as long as you're cool to them, and eventually down the road we'll all meet and be cool. Can't wait. But anyways, enough said and done. Dad's 3100 pickup is on the fucking table. She's already been in soap water, dried, on table. Now, cab, been working on prepping. She's almost ready to go. I am probably more than likely going to use the 5-star Dagger rims that I've been switching on and off to everything, because frankly I think it looks cool, and my dad says that he wants me to make it a little custom because it wouldn't be anything if I didn't do it. I was trying to be cool and nice because my father likes original stock vehicles, and he's never been into the cool stuff like customizing. I mean, he does like a few things, but he would prefer stock, and that's what I was going for. I was going to go for a stock 3100 pickup, and he knows that's not me, and he thinks it would mean more to him that if I added a little custom to it. So I'm going to. I'm going to throw some rims on it. I may drop it down a little bit. Found out from my pops that he also likes it not black, but it's like a black cherry. It's like a black with a red tint to it. And the only place I found that stuff at is at a custom shop, and a small can was outrageous. And I'm not spending close to $60 on paint for a small little kit that I'm only going to use once, because this is going to be a one of a kind at the Twisted Humor. It's not going to, I don't want it to match everything else. So I'm going to do is go get Tester's primer, black primer, or not black, but gray primer, and spray paint the gray on this and make it a transparent J green metallic. And I'm going to leave the link in for the black cherry look. I'm going to do some tests. I'm going to use the transparent red on some black and see if maybe that comes out, or even try like a dark gray and see if it'll come out like a dark blackish red. I'll do some tests and see before I actually spray paint the Lincoln, because from what I heard, that Lincoln is a hell of a car to put together, so it's all in pieces. But so that's on the table. I'm gonna start the van because I'm after the truck. I got to take a break from trucks. That's 1, 2, 3. I did some trucks lately, and I'm kind of want to steer away from some trucks for a little bit. So after the van, or after the truck, I'm done. I'm gonna do some cars. But for the Murder Out little contest that Redneck's doing, I don't know if everyone's doing it. I'm gonna do it. I think it's gonna be fun. I need to get into some contests. So I'm gonna do the '69 Dodge Charger. I'm gonna murder the fuck out of this thing. All the way from realistic carpet. So if you ever seen the black '64 lowrider with the interior, my wife did some of that, but I did some of it too. And then the silver '64 interior, I did the interior on that too. So that's like a yellow red. It's supposed to be gold, but it looks yellow to me. I don't care. But of course, with the panel van, and then the 55, the interior and all that shit, if you go back and watch videos, they're flocked out. So I'm gonna do them. And of course, my first one was the '63 Lincoln, which my dad loves. So I'm gonna start doing them again on some certain cars. I kind of tried to keep these for the lowrider themes and custom cars. So some of these die casts are going to get hit with them too, because you know that's how I'm going to make them my own. This is another die cast that I got. It's a 57 Chevy Bel Air. I really like the rims on these, but I really like the car. So I think I'm going to try to make this car a different color besides that gold. I'm not feeling the gold. So I'm going to make it, you know, custom my way. But that's going to be down the road, because I want to stay with some plastic for a while. I want to get some plastic going. I'm fiending, man. But yeah, these are 3 that I'm going to start on. Once I get the other Lincoln, I'm going to start on that. I'm thinking about, with the Lincoln, doing the other transparent color one. It was the green to purple. For some reason, it's not shifting in here. But I also thought about maybe doing the truck that way too. Instead of using the Jay Green, doing the purple on it, or the green, because I did a test and it didn't come out because of the colors didn't mix right. But I tried the Jay Green as a base coat with this on it, and you can tell it's got the purple tint to it a little bit, but the paint didn't take together. So I mean, it didn't work the way I wanted it to. But this stuff is just so hard for me to work with. It runs like a bitch. So I'm gonna try it on this truck, and I think this truck would be easier if I have to do pine saw. It would be easier to clean up than the Lincoln. So I'm pretty sure that I might just use this stuff for the color. I haven't set on my mind on the rims yet. I may drop it and do like the rat rod theme with the moonbeam tires and white walls, or I might find some real badass tires like these daggers and put on it. I'm going more towards the daggers because I like them, but I actually might buy another set, because there's some scruffy parts on this, and I want this to look really good. And the motor's gonna stay stock too. So, but yeah, the Dodge Charger is gonna be murder out. Then I'm working on these 2, and then the 48 Ford or 48 Lincoln that comes in. So, and I also got to work on the other Silverado. I got to do some touch-ups. I got to work on the suspension for front and rear. I actually got the parts that I wanted to use now, so she'll come out fine. And because I got the suspension off the old Silverado that I think I still have it, unless I screwed it up. But if not, I got another part for the front end. But that's about it, man. Just gonna be searching for making the color for my dad's Lincoln too. So, ow, sorry, my leg's giving out. But and then I'm gonna start working on the car racks and all that stuff, and start getting shit going too. I got the whole summer and winter and the next year and the rest of my life too. So, but that's just what's going on here. Hope you guys enjoy. 13 minutes. I try to keep it down under 20. Peace.